Hi everyone, for today's video I wanted to sit down and do kind of like a roundup of the products that I used in January and the products that I tried out in January. I figured since it's the beginning of the year this could be a series that I do, and it would kind of be a more manageable way of making sure that I get to talk about all of the products that I'm trying. And I think it would be really cool to look back on, especially towards the end of the year when I'm doing my 2021 makeup roundup. Now I really tried to be on a low buy for the month of January, so the majority of these products were sent to me, but I wasn't sent like a crazy amount of product this month, so we don't have too much to talk about today, but I am really excited for what I do have to share. So a brand that I was introduced to earlier this month is Absolute New York. I had never heard of this brand before, and they had reached out to me, and I was kind of skeptical because I had never heard of it before, and they didn't have a ton of followers on Instagram, which honestly, when I get emails from brands that I've never heard before, I always check their Instagram to see like who is following them and if they have a good amount of followers, because usually I can tell if like a brand is just trying to scam me or something. But I took a chance with Absolute New York because the products looked pretty nice and they were also super duper affordable, which is always super nice to see. The complexion products that they sent over are the Absolute New York Second Skin Primer Drops. They do have a mattifying version of this, but I do have the hydrating primer. I kind of want to try the mattifying one, but I will say the hydrating one is freaking gorgeous. Next, they sent over their 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I will say the shade range in this foundation isn't the best. I did email them about it and they said that it is definitely on the works to expand it, but I will also say that the shade range leads way more deep, which is something that we don't usually see. Usually if a shade range is garbage, it usually leans way more fair, so that is something to keep in mind when shopping this foundation. For shade reference though, I wear the shade Warm Sand, and then they sent over the shade Cool Beige, which just looked a bit too dark for me at the moment. And then they have their Pro Long setting spray. I usually do not bat an eye at setting sprays that aren't my Urban Decay All Nighter, but honestly, this one is pretty nice and I am definitely going to continue using it. I'm going to start out with the hydrating primer drops first, and I'm just going to drop them on my skin and then work it into my face. I think that if you had dry skin, you would be all over this primer, but me with my oily skin, I like drink it up. It's so nice. So now I'm going to go in with their foundation. Their foundation is only $9.99. It is sold online, so that does make things a little bit more complicated. So it's technically not like a drugstore item, but it definitely is affordable. The packaging in the whole large doe foot does remind me a lot of the Makeup Revolution foundation, which is more of like an affordable drugstore item, but it is nothing like that foundation. Those foundations are very thick, very full coverage, but as you can kind of tell already, the consistency of this one is so thin, but it does give a pretty decent coverage. Again, I am wearing the shade Warm Sand, and it just ends up looking so beautiful all day, and it just makes my skin so smooth looking. It is so gorgeous. I'm really glad that I took a chance with this brand because I do ignore a lot of my emails. I am so bad about doing that, and because it is a 2-in-1, I do skip concealer, which is lucky for me because I do not have a concealer, and I am just going to go back in and kind of conceal places that I need a little bit of extra coverage. And now I'm just using a sponge for underneath my eyes. I do not like using brushes underneath my eyes a lot of the time because I don't like a lot of excess product to be sitting up under there. By the way, this foundation and the primer and the setting spray are vegan and cruelty free. I don't think all the products on the Absolute New York website are vegan, but I believe that they all are cruelty free. I do also have a setting powder from Absolute New York, but I will be using the setting powder and the setting spray a little bit later. Moving on to my cheeks, I did not have a new bronzer to try this month, so I am just going in with my Oma Beauty Double Take contouring stick and my e.l.f. little airbrush precision brush. I also don't have a new primer to try, and the eyeshadow that I have to try did crease on me pretty badly, so I am going to be going in with a primer, and I'm just using my Urban Decay Primer Potion. So the next brand that I tried products from is this brand MTU NYC. I did purchase all of the MTU NYC products myself, but this brand is another really affordable brand. I tried a lot of really affordable stuff this month. I swear not working at Ulta has made me really conscious of like the prices of makeup, because working at Ulta was kind of dangerous. I was always getting things on pretty heavy discount, and that kind of made me not bat an eye at some of the prices of some of this makeup. But I'm going in with their liquid eyeshadow in the shade Chocolate. It is a matte brown, and I'm going in with a eyeshadow brush that I haven't washed in a little while. But I'm just blending it out with my eyeshadow brush. I'm actually going to get this side too before it dries down, because these do dry down. I figured that these might be a good dupe for a brand that we are familiar with that has liquid eyeshadows, but I'm still working with these. I'm still trying to kind of form my opinion on them, and I'll kind of see how they work with a primer, which I think is already a little bit unfortunate that I do need a primer with them. But there are a lot of people out there that will not even wear eyeshadow if they don't have a primer. So yes, hopefully we see some good results using the primer potion and this eyeshadow. But is it a little splotchy? Maybe a teeny bit. And then this is the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Tribeca. I am going to put it on the back of my hand first, and then I am going to build up the color with my finger. I tried a brush with this eyeshadow and I didn't really love the results, so I figured maybe building it up with my finger might be a little bit better. But this brand also has such cute cream blushes that I am about to show you. I am going to be wearing one of them today. I am a little skeptical about these eyeshadows. I'm just going back in with like a little bit more of the brown shadow. But Absolute New York did send over an eyeshadow palette, and I will say I do not really like it. So they actually sent over a face palette and an eyeshadow palette. This is the Absolute New York face palette, and this is in Fair to Light. These to me just look and feel and also smell like cheap powder. So yeah, I just don't really like it. It would be a different story if these like performed really well, but in my opinion they don't really. And then same with the eyeshadow palette. This is the eyeshadow palette in Bronze Summers, and it is a cute eyeshadow palette. Like, do not get me wrong, it is very cute, but I actually think I might apply a little bit of this shades on. But again, it is just kind of like a cheap powdered eyeshadow palette. I feel like you could do a bit better with like eyeshadows from e.l.f. or something like that. For my brows, a really standout product that I tried this month is the Undone Beauty Brow Duo, their Flaw Lush Brow Duo. So it comes with a brow pen on one side and then a brow gel on the other. Very nice. I wish I could tell you what shade this one is, but I don't know. The shade names are not on the packaging, and then I got really confused and I'm just not entirely sure. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with this product. This is just such a nice brow pen. It's not too much. It's just so gorgeous. Justin is making our smoothie in the kitchen, so if you hear the blender, that's what that is. But yeah, this product is just so nice, so easy to apply. It never ever clumps up, which I find happens with some brow pens. Oh my god, my brow looks so good. I did try a lot of products from Undone Beauty this month, but I already did like a full video on all of those products, so I'll leave that video linked down below if you want to check it out. But I did want to focus this video a little bit more on products that you guys have not seen me use. Although if you follow me on Instagram, I do sometimes like to do a little get ready with me's on my story, and you guys did see me use some of these products in that. So follow me on Instagram if you want to see those types of videos. But I am just now going in with the brow gel side. So one of my subscribers, Maya, did recommend for me to use the pen side as a little liquid liner, like a soft liquid liner moment, and I've tried it a couple of times and I love the results. It literally looks so beautiful. Should I do that right now? I am going to do small little baby wings, but yes, this is such a nice, very subtle, like liquid liner. It's obviously not going to be as harsh as your typical black liners. You know, I'm a little afraid to do wings, so I think I'm just going to actually just line my eyes like that. Brows are looking good. Now I'm going to be applying some mascara. This is the Revlon So Fierce mascara, and I did get sent this mascara in PR. I'm actually going to curl my lashes really quick. But this mascara is so nice, and it is very nice in like just a few swipes through the lashes. So I'm a big fan, and it also does not really smudge on me. I definitely notice at the end of the day if like a mascara is smudging or just not like the best quality. I will get a little bit of like smudging right here on this specific eye, like just right there. I will see some smudging, and I don't notice that with this mascara. So it is long wearing, and it makes my lashes look super nice in like a very short amount of time, which is something that I really like in a mascara. You know, because a lot of mascaras, you do have to like take the time to build up and then they will look really good. But I don't want to spend all of that time on my lashes. So before I move on to my cheeks and my lips, I do want to talk about today's sponsor, which is Ana Luisa. Right now for Valentine's Day, Ana Luisa is offering 15% off of their pieces site-wide. The two pieces that I got sent this month are these little Okjo small hoops. These are really cute. I don't have anything like them in my collection, so I picked these ones out just because they are pretty unique to me, but I really like them. I like that they are kind of thicker to make them a little bit more statement-like, but still small and dainty. And then a really dainty piece that I picked out this month is the Stephanie little gold band ring. I am not a ring person, but I would really like to start being a ring person, and this is a really good start at having a ring collection because it is so small and dainty. It's really beautiful, but also not super noticeable to me, and I do oftentimes find myself like playing with it on my hand, which I kind of do like. And then you guys have seen this necklace a million times. I pretty much wear it in like every single one of my videos. I do not take this necklace off, but this is the Anna necklace, and I just love it. It's so perfect and beautiful. It's very perfect for daily wear, and I'm obsessed with it. Ana Luisa was able to offset 100% of their carbon emissions, which makes them a really sustainable jewelry option. I love hearing that. I love being able to shop jewelry in a more sustainable way because jewelry companies are really harmful for the environment a lot of the time. Ana Luisa jewelry pieces do start at $39, so they are more of a luxury piece, but they are done a bit more affordably, so you aren't really having to splurge a whole ton on really nice pieces. For Valentine's Day, I think it would be a really sweet idea for you to think about gifting a piece to yourself or obviously a loved one. I'll go ahead and put up some of the other pieces that I really love from Ana Luisa, but definitely go ahead and check them out. I will leave a link to the pieces I am wearing and a link to the Ana Luisa website down below, and remember that all the pieces are 15% off. Thank you so much, Ana Luisa, for sponsoring another video. I love working with you guys. It is such a pleasure. Definitely, if you guys end up picking anything up from the Valentine's Day sale, tag me on Instagram so I can see what you guys got. But I want to move on to my blush also because I am having to go to work soon. But I do have the MTU blushes in the shades Spring Dust and Berry. I would love to do a dedicated kind of video review on this brand, but I definitely want to try out the products just a bit longer and get a better feel for them. But so far I'm really liking them. How gorgeous are those blushes? Like, you were not expecting that. I know you were not expecting that. The orangey one is Spring Dust, and then the pink one is Fairy, but these are just so gorgeous. I'll show you how they apply as well. Because of the really, really intense color payoff that these have, I am going straight in with a brush on the tube, and now I'm just going to press it into my skin. And for my brush, I am using the e.l.f. Putty Blush Brush. I've been loving this. It's pretty much completely replaced my Real Techniques Duo Fiber brush. Not because it's better, because I do still think that like the Duo Fiber contour brush is quality, and if you ever see it on like Poshmark or eBay for obviously like a decent affordable price, scoop it because it's so nice. The whole set is really nice. But I do want to start using exclusively the e.l.f. Putty Blush Brush on my channel because you guys like actually can physically buy it. So yeah, it is just a better option to be sharing instead of a brush that's been discontinued for probably like a decade. MTU NYC also has a illuminator, and the packaging just looks like this. All of the packaging of this brand is just very, very simple, which I really like. But then you would think that like these blushes, the containers would be really flimsy, but no, they are actually feeling pretty nice quality. But I'm not like a huge highlighter person anymore, but I'm still going to just apply a little bit to the very top of my cheekbone, just so you guys can see just like how pretty that is. There is no chunky glitter or shimmer in these highlights. It is just so soft and reflective. I really, really like it. You know, it kind of reminds me of the Glossy Play Night Shine, which I think that whole line got discontinued anyway, but if you were wanting a product like that, I definitely recommend you check out these because these are so pretty. I'm just going over it with my blush brush that I use so I can merge the highlighter and the blush. Sometimes to avoid having to go back and do that, I do like applying my highlighter underneath of my blush, but I just didn't do that today. I got a few different MTU NYC lip products to try out. I first got 2 of their matte lipsticks, which I really, really like. The first one is in Queensboro, and then the second one is in the shade Delancey, and I don't think that's how you say it, but that is how I'm going to be saying it. This is the shade Queensboro, and then that is the shade Delancey. And then this is their Glossy Lips lip gloss, and then I have this one in the shade Crush. Obviously all very Chessie colors. The Delancey color, although it has like a nice amount of brown in it, it does feel it has like some purpley in it, and I don't really love that all the time, but yeah, that's what we have. And then the other lip product that I tried out this month is the Revlon Color Stay Satin Ink. And it's a really pretty color. I have it in the shade Your Go-To, which I took as like your everyday kind of color. I'm going to apply a little bit so you guys can see. It's actually really pretty, but the stain on me ends up leaning a little bit more pink, and not like a nude pink, kind of, I don't want to say a bright pink, but kind of more of that like bright pink hue. And then also this lip product ends up smelling bad on me. I don't know, some products end up doing that on me. I don't know if it's like my pH with the lip product, but some products end up smelling like gross and they end up tasting gross. So that's kind of that product on me, although it does look really pretty right now. But I do want to finish up my makeup. I am just going in with the Absolute New York HD Baking Powder, and I believe I have this like in a color. This is in the shade Banana, and I am just taking it on my Morphe 500 brush, and it is just getting applied like everywhere. And then I'm just taking a smaller brush and applying the powder right underneath of my eye, kind of like avoiding my cream blush. I usually avoid setting my cream blush, and I do just want to make sure that these are blended out. I feel like I kind of messed up the blend when I went in with my cream highlight over here. And then my last step is going to be to spray my new setting spray, which is the Absolute New York Pro Long Setting Spray. The mist on this is really fine, and I honestly find the Pro Long Setting Spray to be pretty comparable to my Urban Decay setting spray, which I've not had that in like years. Like, I continue to repurchase that Urban Decay setting spray over and over and over again. The other MTU NYC product that I did not get to share, which also this brand, I was just reminded on the back of the packaging, this brand is also cruelty-free and vegan, so that's really cool to keep in mind. But this is the Perfecting Powder, and they do have different shades of this powder. I got the shade medium. It just looks like this. And it does come with a nice size mirror, which is nice in a way, but also like not super sustainable because, you know, it could have been like in cardboard packaging. I am just going to apply a little bit. I think I might even bring this powder for like touch-ups, actually. Since it is like the same brand, I am going to go over and set my cheeks. I don't usually do that, but actually that kind of looks pretty nice. And then Evio Beauty did send over 2 of their newer products. Well, I think this is a restock, the blush, and then this is their matte finish Pore Effect Primer. I tried this in an Instagram story, Get Ready With Me, and it was a disaster, but they did message me and say that I applied it wrong, which, I don't know, like, I applied it like how I would any other primer, and also it said a dime size amount, which I might have used a little bit more than a dime sized amount, but I didn't think I used like too much of the product. And the directions literally just say smooth a dime size of primer over clean moisturized skin before applying foundation. So like I applied it like that. I just like applied it. So I don't really know how else I'm going to apply this product. I might like press it into my skin, but yeah, I did try this out this month. And then the Evio Beauty blush in the shade BI is really light. This brand does not have a lot of shade options, but that is the blush right there. Like, how light is that? It barely shows up on my skin tone, which kind of bums me out because I had been wanting to try one of the blushes for a little while. It just like ends up blending out to be like a baby pink. It would look very nice on someone who is super duper fair, but not on me. It like barely shows up. And then again, the only other products that I really tried this month are from Undone Beauty, but I will leave a link to that video that I filmed all about Undone Beauty's new products down below. Oh, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with this bag, but I've been seeing it quite a bit on YouTube and on Instagram, but I did try out the products from Merit. I will just go ahead and show you guys, like, give you a quick little spiel on the products because I didn't apply any of them in today's video. But Merit is like a newer high-end minimal makeup brand, and they released these 6 products in their initial launch, and they kind of like released these as their 5-minute face. So really easy to do your makeup and go. This is their stick foundation, and I do have it in the shade Camel. It is a pretty decent shade match on me. They also released a mascara, and then this is their tinted lip oil. It is in a really pretty shade. They did also release a brow gel, a highlighter, and then this cream blush. I am pretty underwhelmed with the products overall from the Merit brand, but I do think I'm still going to create some content with the products. I was sent them all, and I did really want to like them because I love the idea of like this minimal makeup brand, but it really did not like suit my oily skin, which I can usually make cream products work for me that don't suit my oily skin, but these, I don't know, I just really was not feeling any of them. So I think I still might do like a review either on my YouTube channel or like on Instagram or something. So be on the lookout for that, but I will say just up front that they aren't my favorite products. Let me just go ahead and give you guys a quick close-up of what my skin is looking like right now. The time right now is about 7:45 a.m. and I get home from work around 3. So I will come back a bit later to show you guys kind of how this makeup is holding up. But yeah, I just love the skin so much. The eyes, I don't know, this eyeshadow, I feel like I can already see it kind of creasing a little bit, so it's not my favorite, but the skin is definitely like the showstopper of the whole face. Hi everyone, so I am doing my check-in. Oh my gosh, sorry, it's probably gonna be sounding windy in this video, but I have no choice. But I am here to do my check-in. The time right now is 5 o'clock, so I think that's been 8 hours that I've had this makeup on, but looking pretty good. I feel like my blush is still really nice and intense. My skin looks pretty smooth. I mean, I have texture on my cheeks, but like that's not going away. Eyebrows are really nice and bold. I definitely feel like the primer helped, but it's still creased. It's so chilly outside and I have the door like open because I need to get some natural light in. My lips, like they're still stained a little bit, but again, like my lips started smelling really bad after like a few hours of wearing the Revlon lip product, that satin ink or something, whatever it's called. I honestly think my makeup still looks so beautiful. I think the cheeks are really nice and intense and dewy, and my skin looks so healthy. The face makeup also looks really, really nice and smooth. I don't feel like, yeah, minimal creasing in the smile lines, which we all know that that's gonna happen regardless, so I'm not too like worried about that all the time. And then under eye creasing, pretty minimal, looking pretty good under there, considering also that I wasn't really wearing concealer. I just used the 2-in-1 foundation from Absolute New York. And then my mascara did not smudge at all, so this Revlon mascara, the So Fierce Revlon mascara, is bomb. And then my brows are still really nice and intense. But yeah, everything looks really, really good. So I'm really happy with all the products that I tried in the month of January. I did bring one lipstick out to show you guys, and this is in Queensboro. It's the MTU NYC brand. And cute. My camera's like really, really bright. Hold on. Really, really good pinky brown nude, and it is affordable, which is really awesome. But yeah, I love my makeup. I think that everything looks really great, really cute. I cannot believe that this is a $10 foundation that I've been wearing for 8 hours and my face still looks this way. But that is it for today's video. Make sure you guys check out Ana Luisa and shop their 15% off Valentine's Day sale. There are so many cute pieces on that website, and I love, love, love all of the Ana Luisa jewelry pieces that I have. Seriously, I wear this necklace all the time. You guys already know. But yes, that is going to be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys check out my Undone Beauty first impressions of all of their new products. Link down below. If you aren't already subscribed, definitely go ahead and do so, and hopefully I see you next time.